Sure. We had a trial scheduled to begin at 9 o'clock this morning. We had pretrial motions that were set for 8 a.m. this morning, and we were notified upon entry into the courtroom that the defendant wished to enter a guilty plea in all counts.
And so what are the next steps from here?
The next steps will be that the judge, through a separate order, will set a sentencing hearing, and that in that hearing, the court will take all evidence from both the defense and the state and any victims that wish to testify as to the impact that this has had.
Personally, can you talk to the amount of work that went into this to get to this point? How you feel today?
Sure. Obviously, we're relieved. We were ready. The state was ready to present its case. There's been many man-hours put into this, and however, I think this is just the next step toward justice, and we are very satisfied in this morning's phase, and the victims are as well. And I can't, thank the jury enough for showing up and appearing for their summons, but also the strength and the courage of the victims and their family and the support. We had them all present.
How difficult of a case was this for y'all as investigators involving children to have to deal with this and this community, knowing that this was someone that everyone here knows? Sure.
Obviously, any case involving a child is difficult, and we, like I said, we had people working around the clock from the beginning of this, and other jurisdictions attempting to assist in any way that they could.
What will the judge have to consider during this next phase here? Was there any type of agreement? Will he have to consider the potential ranges that exist in each one of these charges?
There is no agreement in this case. The defendant entered what's called a blind plea with the court without any agreement with the state of Alabama, and therefore he will have a right to put on what's called mitigating evidence in support of his position, and the state will have the right to put on whatever evidence it feels would satisfy the court to the sentence that we seek.
Is it too early for us to ask you if the state has a position on what it will be seeking during a sentencing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Has a date been set for that hearing?
It has not. It'll be done by separate order, according to Judge Jones.
There are still other, I believe, pending cases in other jurisdictions.
I can't comment on any of that.